Hi everyone, I am here with Syahidah Osman, a fabulous artist local to West Springfield. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Lindsay.
So before we get into your art, why don't you tell everybody just a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a Malay artist from Singapore, a mom to 6 kids. One of them is going to West Springfield and the other one is going to Hunt Valley Elementary. I'm also married to an army officer. So yeah, we moved to the Springfield area actually in summer last year, but we were living in Fort Belvoir before that. My sibling, my parents, and my eldest son are in Singapore.
Wow. Did you get out to Singapore?
Not since the pandemic, but hopefully as soon as the travel restrictions been lifted, I will make my way there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you get there soon. Yeah, that's gotta be hard. Has your son been able to come back here or no?
Yeah. Soon. This year, hopefully.
Yes, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Okay, so why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your art business?
So Syahidah Osman art is basically my original artworks, and now I think since last 2 years I've been slowly pushing art merchandise from my original artwork. Like this dress that I'm wearing is from the original artwork that I created called Waterfall. And in the summer I want to release like a bunch of swimming clothes for kids with my artwork, because we as family like going swimming and finding waterfall, but basically it's mainly my artworks. And I've started exhibiting back in 2010 when I was in Malaysia. But I've exhibited in Japan, and I've exhibited in Singapore, and now I'm planning to exhibit in this area, the DMV area.
Oh, that's awesome. Very worldly. So what made you just start to want to sell your art?
Well, I think people start asking like, hey, are you selling this work? So I think it started from then, and I think in the beginning it's like I just do it for art's sake, but because people are asking, and it's like, yeah, it's art for sale. And I think in Okinawa, Japan, I started doing Art Vendors Day. So I sold prints. I didn't do much merchandise because it was difficult finding vendors over there. So I did a little bit of. It's easier to sell original artwork in galleries and during art shows. But during Vendors Day, prints definitely sell like hotcakes.
Oh, good. That's awesome. So how did you get started into art? Like, is that something you grew up loving, or?
Yes. So I had a very rural childhood in Singapore. It's in Malay we call it kampong, which means village. So it's not just my parents looking after me. It's like a whole bunch of auntie and uncles, and the kids spend a lot of time outside. My dad draws and sketch a lot. Both, he likes to draw the interiors of houses, he likes to draw faces, and he's always sketching all the time. My brother is he represented Singapore for Biennale, so he's like a his work it's been out there. So I think we're just generally very artistic family.
That's awesome.
And we like going to see, every time we go out for a road trip, we like to look at art galleries, and that's just something I like doing. But I think as soon as I have I've been drawing all the while, but as soon as I was a mother, it just gets more difficult finding time in a studio practice, because you have taking care of the kids, taking care of the house, taking time to. But you do have a lot of times when the kids are entertaining themselves or asleep, and so you find pockets of time during the day to. I did, and that's why.
That's good. With 6 kids, that's amazing that you're able to find that time.
It's juggling. It's always juggling. I feel like I'm like a circus worker sometimes.
You must be very, very talented at it.
I think a lot of mothers are doing that, because we want the best for the kids, but at the same time we're trying to preserve ourselves and our identity as a woman. We are an individual ourselves, but we do sacrifice a lot for our kids, because that's what we do, right?
You get lost in it. So what motivates your art, or what's a lot of the inspiration behind some of your art?
Yeah, so I think I'm emotionally driven, I would say. The black and white pieces are done when I was a mother in Kuala Lumpur and going through a difficult marriage.
Okay.
And I think you can see from the colors is I do mainly black and white.
Yeah.
A friend prompted and asked like, "Are you depressed?" Maybe slightly, and I didn't really notice that. But and then of course meeting other moms and hearing their stories and their struggles, that definitely inspire my artworks. But also the strength. I mean, the fact that we are so resilient and we are pushing through and doing the best with what we can. That definitely inspires me.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's beautiful work.
Thank
it
you.
really is. Yeah. And then you've also lived all over the world, right? So how has like different places inspired different pieces and things like that? You've lived, a lot of places. So.
Yeah. So I think being ethnically from Southeast Asia, we do a lot of florals. We love colors.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where you will see like maybe nature-driven stuff behind my work.
Okay.
But then I think in Okinawa, there's a lot of how do you say it? Walls which are built from coral reefs.
Okay.
And the texture of that for me was like, I don't know. I was totally attracted to that. The fact that it withstands the weather, and over time it just gets prettier and prettier.
Yeah.
So nature definitely inspires me. In Okinawa with the respect for nature, and talking to the other artists and how they themselves build in nature into their work. That kind of influenced me. And then I think over here, the Westerners being very vocal, and like about things they believe in. I think in Asia we are less. We're more. We keep things to ourselves a little bit. Yeah. But with the Westerners, them being being vocal about things, it helps me now maybe putting out activism into my work my. Not political stance, just my perspective on things and things I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you just had an exhibition and you titled it Pandemic Physiognomy.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So during the pandemic, I think there was a lot of confusion, especially in the beginning. I think I would say I'm quite optimistic because when the pandemic hit, I was like, oh, surely it's just a 3 weeks thing.
Yeah.
And then
we all thought that. Yeah. The kids will be back in school.
Yeah, the kids will be back in
fine.
school.
Yeah.
This is temporary.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's not.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of back and forth. Should the kids be in school? Should the kids not be in school? Should the kids go half? There was a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
And I think I was working at the Army Hotel on Fort Belvoir.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't go in because it was partially shut down, and they don't need as many people. So that's when I did a lot of the artworks for that exhibition.
Okay.
And there's a piece called Shaken because that's how I feel like I don't know, like I think everybody's going through it, so I'm not the only one. Like, how do we move forward? And then but then me and my family, we did a lot of hiking. We went outdoors where, there's not many people.
Yeah.
Because we're not, homebodies, but at the same time, we're like checking out. There's a lot of parks here.
Yes.
So some of the works, and there's one work called Road Trip.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's inspired during the pandemic. And also with the pandemic, there's the whole issue with the mask.
Yeah.
Mask on, mask off, where do masks go to the restaurant? You have to have your mask on. When you're eating, you take the mask. It's just a constant again. Back and forth. And then, but at the same time, because I'm working at the front desk of a hotel, I see people face to face every day. Yeah. But we have the mask up until covering the mouth and the nose, so we only have the eyes to read a person. Yeah. So I did do some reading on it, and it's funny how people try to read people through just facial expression. So that's how I got into making the title for the exhibition.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, let's see. So why do you think that it's important for people to shop local? We have a lot of local businesses starting to pop up. You know, the pandemic really could hurt a lot of them, but you know, what can we do to help support, and why is it important?
I think it's important because this is where we live, I mean, they are your neighbors, right? I mean, they're your fellow neighbors, your fellow business providers, and it makes the community richer. You know, and it's a means to support your friends. And I think now with the gas being so high, why go so far?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
And go local, I said, you know. And there's a lot of talents, and there's a lot of local businesses that we should support, because you know they are the people close to us. If we want to stay in a vibrant place, we need to feed that, you know, and support that.
That's absolutely true. Yeah. Well, what were some, because of being local and things, what are some factors that made you choose this neighborhood?
The first factor was school for us. We want the kids to be in a good school. We want the kids to be in a safe area.
Yeah.
We want the kids to be involved in outdoor activities. There's a lot of parks here.
Yeah.
And the parks do a lot of activities, especially in the summer, where they have outdoor music events. I enjoy that tremendously. Yeah. So I think they're very, I think this area in Springfield, we're very family oriented. Yeah. And I appreciate that. That's something I highly recommend anyone PCSing for the military family. Like if they are coming over to Virginia, like this is a good spot. Yeah. And there is a large military presence in like the West Springfield area. And that being said, it makes us have greater understanding of what you're going through, because moving constantly is not easy. But if you know your neighbor is doing the same thing, it's like, oh, you know, there's a greater understanding and empathy to it.
And it's got to be a nice way to connect, because then maybe they lived somewhere where you're going next, and they could connect you with people or something like that. So that's I definitely like the fact that it's very green as well. So where we were staying in Fort Belvoir, we had a corner unit with all the trees, so that was the charm of the house. And then they cut it down, so I told my husband, like, and then he got into a PhD program in Georgetown, so I think it's time to move, because we're going to be here 3 more years, let's find a spot. But we choose Springfield because it's not too far to go into DC, where all, you know, events, galleries are, and Georgetown is where he's going to school, and then it's also near Fort Belvoir. It's a good spot. It's central to everything.
Central to everything. And the kids are in good school, in a good public school, and they are making friends, and there are kids outside. So when we're looking for a house, actually, we were looking whether there are kids playing outside, because Johan, my youngest, is very outdoorsy. And it would be very painful if he moved from one area where he had lots of friends in the street playing outside right after school, to moving to a place where there are no kids outside. But no, it is full on. The kids just come back from the school bag, they drop their school bag, and then they're outside playing.
Oh, that's great. That's a good tip for people though too, like looking like, oh, see.
So I would say like the tip would be to go and view after the kids come back from school, because there are times where we went to look at houses, and we went, like, for example, at 10, you will not see kids because the kids are in school. But you wanna go around like 4:30, 5:30, where the kids had time to like take a break in the house where they have snacks and all, and then they'll be out seeking friends. Because I remember one time in Annandale, we were looking at a house, a boy was just standing there, and then he interviewed us. He said, "Are you looking at this house?" and Sarah's like, "Yeah." So I said, "Is it good?" And then the next question is like, "Do you have kids?"
Will they be my friends?
I thought it was
so
like
cute.
I said, "I hope we get this house because I think you're ready to have friends." But we didn't end up there. We end up here, and we're very happy. We have neighbors who have kids, and they play all the time.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's really great. So do you have any upcoming exhibitions that people should check out soon?
Yes,
Yeah.
so I have an art show in DC in Hook Hall happening April 7th.
Okay.
It happens from 7 to late, and I won't be the only one. There'll be over 100 artists.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if you are into street art, and I'm probably going to be the oldest one there. They're all young and they're very talented. It's amazing for me because I tend to go there slightly early so I can walk around and see other people's artwork. But so it's called Pancake and Booze.
Okay.
Yeah, so you pay to get in, and then it's free pancake. And,
cool.
Yeah.
So that's a Thursday, right?
Yeah, that's a Thursday evening.
Okay.
And then April 10th, that's a Sunday.
Okay.
I have 2 artworks which is being donated to the Target Gallery. And the money is going back to Torpedo Art Center to run programs for artists.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's also me, and I think there's over 100 plus other artists with different kind of works, it's amazing to see.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then the last one, which is I'm very excited about, is called the Exhibition 2022. This will be done with Arts in Color with a gallery in DC.
Okay.
And the gallery is run by Miss Tara Leon.
Okay.
So the details is to be we haven't done the details yet, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but it'll be sometime towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, and then I guess the last thing, if people wanted to get in touch with you or come see one of your exhibitions, what's the best way for people to follow you?
I try to update my website. So my website would be to go follow me on Instagram under Syahidah Osman. And I also have a Facebook page with Syahidah Osman Arts, or email me or call me. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, and we'll get all that information online as well. Okay, well, thank you
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
yes.
this was fabulous.
Yes.
Yes.